So as you know, I went to the SCMA Hope It Don't Snow show, and they had a great vendor turnout. And of course, some kits followed me home. And if you're a fan of this channel, you know that typically I get some interesting items. So the first item I came across was this Coca-Cola 1940 Ford 1940. Is that a palindrome? Probably not. But this is the, AMT 40 Ford. If you're a model builder, this thing's been around forever. And this was a sealed kit. Got it from my buddy Irvin Arter Jr. And was actually looking for one of these. Have one probably somewhere, but who knows where it is. And this one is here in my hands. So it was cheap, and that was basically it. It was the cheapest 40 Ford 1940 that was at the show, so it came home with me. We're gonna come back to this. Next up is a monogram Build It Your Way customizing dragster, the Slingster. Now this is like a super cool kit. You don't really see this around much. So I was actually looking for this one as well. And again, it was fairly cheap. It was a sealed kit, some box damage, and again, I've opened this one up to examine it. And build it your way. There's lots of choices. Lots of choices. And I think it's kind of interesting. This has the biggest instruction sheet, I think, of any Revell monogram kit. I think if I had to weigh them, this weighs more than the rest of the kit. So if you have a chance to come across one of these, that's pretty fun. We're going to come back to this. Next up, a monogram 1965 Shelby GT350 Mustang. Yeah, you probably know I've just gotten off of a Shelby kick, and this kit I've actually been sort of looking for as well. I know what you're thinking. Is Tim Custom fallen and hurt his head? It's 24 scale. But this is an interesting one because the monogram 65 Mustangs, I don't think we're ever going to see them again, because all you find is the 66s. And while those are cool, this is the one I really like because it's got the Shelby wheels and the Shelby gauge pod, and it's got some other doodads that go back in here that I think this is the only kit that has this. And I don't think this one has ever been reissued. They had a 65 Mustang 2+2 that had the style steel wheels for 65, which are really cool. They tooled up a 64.5 convertible at some point in time, and everybody has that because it's at Ollie's. But you don't find the GT350 very often, and that's a really cool one. So glad to have seen this one, picked it up. Next up, I was at the table of Kelly Coons, and he is Model Car Archaeology on the YouTubes, and he had this sitting there that I thought was pretty interesting. There's some loose parts, that's okay. But this is a 68 Cougar. And those in the hobby know this is a pretty rare model. And the most unfortunate thing about it is it's been sanded. The original builder got rid of the body lines and the marker lights and all like that. And so I hemmed and hawed about it. It has the custom hood, which I actually approve and I like. But it has the grille, the valance, the taillights, the bumper, the stock interior, and curiously, it has 4 drag slicks. I guess they were kind of going for the race car thing back in the day. And the Florida Gator paint job is pretty neat. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Oh, it also came with a case. So what am I going to do with this? I don't know. I might just stick the wheel back on it, put it on the shelf. Maybe use some of these parts. Could I use a funny car body to fix the sides? I don't know. But it was also cheap, considering. And that looks pretty cool. Thanks, Kelly. So also at Kelly's table was this model. And I was like, what is that? And so, you know me, I like weird stuff. And this is a monogram Sequest Ensign Darwin 1/12. It's a dolphin. And it clearly looks like it's been on the bottom of the ocean or something for quite some time. That's fun. But the parts are sealed. It's still in the bag. It's plastic, and it's okay. And look, it's a 12th scale dolphin. That's pretty fun. The decals are clearly wasted, but you know, I can make new things like that. It has the instructions that are quite, he looks very happy, despite whatever this jetpack breathing apparatus is after him, and clearly the cops are after him. I don't know. It has some kind of questionable stuff on there. We'll just put that back and pretend we didn't see that. So should I build a 12th scale dolphin? Hot rod dolphin? I don't know. This guy built one really nice. So that's the stash ads from Schema. So I said we would be coming back to these two. And the purpose of these two were for me to decide what to build for the 24-hour group build that is going on starting tomorrow. It runs in conjunction with the Daytona 24-hour race. Noon to noon on Saturday, your local time, to noon on Sunday. I am hemming and hawing which one I'm going to do. Last year, I built 2. That was too much. This year, I'm only going to do 1. I have an idea for this one. This one is a little, it has a lot of choices. So like I said, I'm going back and forth. But the goal is one of these models will be built before Sunday, close of the race. And I plan to film some of it and share it maybe next week, see what happens. Hopefully I don't glue my fingers together very much. And oh yeah, there was something else. I didn't get this at the Hope It Don't Snow show, but it was here when I got back. I have no idea what this thing is. It must be Italian. People tell me it uses magic juice and lasers to make model car parts. We will have to find out. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do, because I have all kinds of model car stories to tell. Thanks for watching.